Guess who? It's Saturday morning, the 28th, and I had to make sure it was Saturday. This is one of the challenges that we're going through. Is that it is an apple cart upset, even though mine isn't as upset as people who were doing the regular work week. Um, I just realized that the sound of the world around us, around me, is an indicator of what's going on. Um, the initial traffic of early risers who have to go to work, hearing that traffic in the morning, sometimes it actually wakes me up. Um, just little things, about the usual routine that are gone right now. Hanging in there? Because that's really what we have to do. We really have got to hang in with this because this is going to be going for a while. I listen to the news internationally, and that gives me a much better perspective than just watching American news. And the gravity of the situation worldwide, as far as what I can tell through the media, because I can't jump on a plane or get in a transporter and go and see for myself what's happening. According to what I'm seeing through the media, this is a very grave situation that we really need to take seriously and get on top of. And I do wish that there was testing available in America more widely so that we could get an idea of where the hot spots are, where we really need to focus on. You know what I mean? Every time I turn on the news, there's more infections, more deaths. So we're still moving through this. We're not. This ain't over. We're not even. It's not. It's just still just beginning, and that's the part that has my attention regarding the long run of this. I, for one, see where cancellations are going to run into almost the entire year. I know that I'm a musician. Part of my income is my music, live and product. But I'll be surprised if I'm back playing shows like normally this year at all. I'll be surprised, seriously. Part of the reason is because the response to the COVID is not uniform. It needs to be. We really do need some leadership. I'm knocking politicians all the time, but what I'm seeing of them, Cuomo shows real leadership skills. I can't call their names, but I watched the briefings from other states here on the line, and a lot of those governors are looking a lot more responsible than Frumpy. Frumpy doesn't know how to not make it about himself. It's all about how am I doing, and am I going to get reelected? Fuck him. Here's an unspoken rule that I have about my channel that I'll share with you. I have noticed over the years that the comments that I have the most problems with are the ones that are the most snarky or the least friendly. I'll go to see who's made the comment, and it'll be a non-person. It'll be, this channel has no content. So my rule is just assume, and again, making an ass out of you and me, but I'm going to assume when I see a comment from you and I go to your channel and there's nothing, that you don't exist, and so I delete your remark. How is it you want to speak to me and tell me about what I'm doing when you can't even represent yourself? It completely negates anything that you thought you had to say. You don't even have the balls to show your face. I still deal with this, people. The one most recently I was thinking about, I said, no, I'll leave it because I agree with him. I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm not centrist. My name is Dereck. I'm a human being. And people who identify as left are as full of shit as people who identify with the right. You heard it here, okay? The fact that you're identifying yourself right there tells me a whole lot about what I think you don't realize, okay? I'm left. I'm right. Yeah, you're both fucking stupid. Just by defining it, you have limited yourself. You have put yourself in a little box, and I put you over in the corner and say, shut the hell up. Stay real, people. I've got my screen up for YouTube because YouTube is like my TV. I don't have cable or digital or none of that shit. And yes, YouTube and Google are part of the problem. I never watch stuff like this, but they're constantly recommending to me to watch Nazi shit and stuff about mass murders, stuff about really, really gross and shit. Morbid shit. I don't watch stuff like that ever. And yet, on a daily basis, I get these recommended for you. I don't think it's very funny, whoever's behind it at Google, YouTube. Fuck you people. I know I'm using your service, but, just serious, People are watching your content. You see it all across the platforms. You say one thing here, or you find yourself looking at something there. Next thing you know, another app or some place you've gone is trying to sell you something to talk to you about that. It ain't cool, but we're stuck with it, okay? I'm rambling, but this is my Saturday morning, okay? To talk about music right quick, here's one for you. So Bob Dylan has released a song that he wrote and recorded a while back called Murder Most Foul, 16 minutes long. It's about the murder of John F. Kennedy. I will listen to it all the way through, listen to all the words, and it's like, so Bob can finally can finally talk about it. When they shut down everything, when Kennedy was murdered, they said, well, we can't open this for 25 years. They're basically telling everyone, well, yeah, there's blood on our hands and there's dirt here, and we're not going to seek the truth. We're just going to wait till it dies off and people die off, and that's just what's happened. And Dylan says it right in the song, really profoundly. Yeah, Dylan is a word master. Murder Most Foul, and all these threads and all the stuff that he weaves together in this 16-minute song is brilliant, because he's able to say in his own very clear way how all that JFK stuff leads to where we are at today, and how things are very much worse now than they might have been had JFK been allowed to live. So that's something musically that I'll bring up that I think is cool. It's online. Murder Most Foul by Bob Dylan. Okay? I'm going to stop here and maybe come back later. Okay? Seems like I had one more thing to say. It's mostly regarding... I appreciate you all. I do. I do appreciate all of you. And we need each other. We really do. Time for petty differences. It's like, man, pull your heads out of your asses, including me. And if I say something you don't like, well, just, let it pass. I'm still a good person.